Sibonge, it finishes at the Orlando Stadium, 2-1 in favor of Orlando Pirates against Magesi FC in the quarterfinal of the Carling Knockout Cup. The Buccaneers proceed through to the next round courtesy of goals from Utsepang Moremi and Evidence Makgopa later on in the second half. Magesi were able to pull a goal back via a set piece in literally the last 10 seconds of the game to make the score 2-1, but unfortunately for them, it was too little, too late. As far as the game is concerned, I just saw a stat now that says the Pirates had 16 goal attempts, 9 shots on target, and 63% possession. If that doesn't tell you the story of the game, then nothing will. Pleased with the result, obviously, because we through to the next round. That's what we wanted. I'm also pleased with a lot of performances from certain individuals and from a department or two, mostly the midfield, but I'll get into that a bit further on in the video. There was a point I wanted to mention first thing. Oh, a couple of my thoughts there. Chipezeze, that guy's annoying, bro. Oh, Chipezeze. It's like whenever he sees the Pirates, he just turns into something else. I saw on Twitter now someone joked that with Chipezeze has to play for 100k because he's always winning as man of the match. He won the man of the match award again today, so he wants some money. So when he's playing for his family, it's funny. But Nyani, what a goalkeeper. What a goalkeeping performance tonight from Chipezeze in particular. A lot of the saves that he made were outrageous, from Mbutuma especially. Some were close by, but the header, where Utsepan crossed it for Mbutuma. And I don't know how on earth the Chipezeze saved it, but he did. That gets annoying. Eventually, you start fearing that the striker's going to lose confidence against this guy. But eventually, we get our goal through Tsepa Moremi, and what a goal it was. Scorcher from outside the box, 90 into the top corner, 1-0. Eases the nerves at the Orlando Stadium. That was in the second half as well. Then eventually, the coach makes his subs, bruh. And yeah, Evidence comes on and scores 2-0. I'm going to go by position now, and the players in particular. The defense was solid. They didn't get threatened a lot, but when they did, they stood up tall. Mostly impressed by Undaba Nolebit. Undaba, I think he can make a case to start at left back. I mean, I've been saying for a while now that Dion Hotto needs real competition, and I think Undaba is putting his hand up in that regard. He had a solid performance, a consistent performance. Didn't see or notice any big mistakes from him. Vugazi assured, Siama assured, Grand. He knows what he does. He's a traditional right back. Like, don't ask him to go forward and do something special. He can try. Yeah, well, he is adventurous, but his main job is ensuring that no one goes past him, and he's very good at that. And he can play the ball to a certain extent. He's solid, man. And then the biggest thing that I saw today is midfield yet. Our midfield department is our best department in the sense that we have the most strength and depth in that department. Whoever plays in those two positions in our midfield, there isn't a drop-off in quality, and that's very important, in my opinion. Because namhlanje today, kudlale uDanson noNematachela. About was Danson and Nematachela, solid performance with the ball, without the ball. They ran around the pitch, they hustled, they fought, but on the ball, they were quality. You didn't miss Unduli today. You don't miss Umbata. You don't miss Umbule today because they were solid in how they played. And then further on from those two, Tito in the 10, you know Tito. First half especially dictated the play. He carried the responsibility of combining our attack and making a tick, and he did very well at that in the first half in particular. We were unlucky not to score, like I mentioned. We had 9 shots in target. We were unlucky not to score, but yeah, he had a good performance overall on the night. He shared that attacking or that creating responsibility with Oswin Apollos. He had a stellar second half. Stellar second half. He came on. There are periods in the game where in the first half you could tell that Apollos was just warming up, a loose touch here and there, and giving the pass in the ball instead of taking his man on. But towards the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, he really fired up, like he lit himself up, and he started demanding the ball everywhere. And that's when Tito took a back seat, and then Apollos was the main creator. Then we scored our goals, and then we scored our goal that eventually he went off in that triple substitution of Mbule, Kabelo Dlamini, no, Lenduka, Dion Hotto, they came on for Undaba, he came on for Danson, and also Apollos. And then after that, I had a feeling that we would keep the ball a bit better, of which we did. We had created a few chances here and there, but we kept the ball very well. And now, post-match, coach just reflected that he wasn't impressed with the last 15 minutes because Ukabelo and Nombule, they came out to keep the ball and play to the crowd. And that's how he's insinuating it. But Amachita, there were just 1-2 touches, trying to be fancy and excite the crowd instead of chasing a third goal. Wadu basically wants a third goal. And I understand that, but I also understand it from a player's perspective in midfield, because I'm a midfielder myself. You know, you want to calm the game down and nullify any hope or chance that the opposition has. But at the same time, it's 2-0. The game's not really comfortable yet, so maybe you want a third goal or you want to see the 2-0 result. You don't know. In the end, it was unfortunate that we couldn't keep a clean sheet again for Sipho Che, Lucia Mnombogazi. We know that it means a lot to them. And then other notable performances, Tsepa Moremi, obviously, with a banger, great goal. And then Umbuthuma Naildale Grand, he has a natural striker's instinct. I think he's unlucky. I can't even say he has to work on his finishing because all of his shots and opportunities were on target. He's just unlucky. Yeah, but kind of reminds me similar to a Darwin Núñez situation where the striker is so good at getting into good positions, Timo Werner, but then luck is not on their side, where they make the right run, they connect to the ball properly, but somehow the goalkeeper, a world-class save, and then you hit the bar, and then sometimes you shoot it straight at the goalkeeper. It's tough. You never know. Otherwise, man, don't want to talk for too much. I'm very happy, pleased for Pirates. Asibonga Mapagania through to the next round. Wadu ball out.